Am I supposed to like be like, welcome to Before the Applause or exactly? I wanted this to be part of it. So anyway, welcome to Before the Applause. My name is Godbody Bingo. I am a rapper, songwriter, curator, playmaker, all around creative from the north side of Houston, Texas, Eckers Homes to be exact. And yeah, I'm happy to be here today with the homies, man. So yeah.
Yes, sir. And I'm Buddie Roe from the south side, Bradgate to be exact.
Yeah.
The Pathfinder, entrepreneur, musician, maestro, whatever you want to call me. But I'm here.
Yeah,
Welcome to Before the Applause.
All right.
You want?
Yeah, you seem like you was interested in that question, so yeah, you can start it off.
I bet. What has your experience been navigating growth as an artist while being based in Houston?
Man, we getting deep immediately, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's a two-part question too. Do you want the second part now, or do you want it after?
Let me answer and let's see.
I bet.
And you said it was like, what has my experience been like navigating growth being in Houston?
Yep.
It's been interesting for sure. Houston, as you know, you've been born and raised too. It's a very diverse place. And being such a big city without, I guess, traditional industry, sometimes you may not know exactly what growth, a linear growth looks like, but growth ain't always linear, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just been like really learning how to focus inward. Because I think coming up, I did a lot of looking left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said that on your verse, on the verse of your song.
Pun intended.
Yeah, but like, you're really looking like, man, that Instagram will have your ass shook, low key, like, damn, so-and-so doing this, so-and-so performing here, so-and-so working with this person. And when you realize that your path is your own, that's how you learn how to grow for real. So I think when I stopped comparing so much, I learned how to appreciate what I had and set my own goals for my own growth. But being in Houston, man, like, I mean, no city of players, so everybody shining. Yeah. Everybody got the girl, everybody got the money, everybody got the grill. So like that ain't really my style. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta figure out what made sense for me and what I could mark as like this is a clear sign of growth. And I looked at my craft, I looked at the community I built, I looked at my stage presence and my show, and just the consistent engagement I got from whatever I decided to do, and not comparing it to what so and so did. 100,000 to $1 million. I'm happy with my 10,000. Happy with whatever I got, and continuing to just push the line. So,
facts. No, I'm with you. You know, that's been the same thing with me. I kind of had to pivot. You know,
like
sure. With like having certain things happen early. Yeah, that kind of may have looked a certain type of way. Yeah, kind of can have you lost in the sauce a little bit. Like, oh, I'm chasing after this high because this amazing thing happened. Oh, I done performed in front of this many people and all of that. And
70,000.
70,000 for sure. Absolutely. And, you know, you could get addicted to those highs versus actually, like, being addicted to the process. And I think that's kind of where I had to make an adjustment where it's like, okay, I'm not chasing after those things no more and kind of getting more. So I think it's a blessing that you kind of like been approaching it like that for so long, because I feel like I had like a cool 5-6 years of approaching it the other way, and then adjusting and being like, okay, now I need to actually like build foundation first and focus on that, and then build upwards. So I think that's fire. I love that about you. You know,
man, likewise, bro. Yeah, like, no, I 100% agree though. Like, cause I had years and years of like, damn, bro, so and so doing this, so and so doing that. Yeah. Oh, I did this. Y'all look at me doing this, and it's like, bro, what are you really doing? Like what actually matters? What's actually tangible? What actually is scalable when you talk about growth? Right. You know what I'm saying? So
scalable.
What's the second part of the question?
Have you ever felt limited by the market, or do you believe growth can happen without relocation? At what point, if any, does moving become necessary?
Yeah, you really wrote these questions for us.
Yeah.
Shout out AK, man, first of all, too. That's very important. Shout out Ashley K.
That's facts.
One of my frequent collaborators. I'm a big fan of her, too. And we be talking, too, so she kind of know. She know what I be on. But as far as the answer to the question, I think that's a double-edged sword. It depends on, like, what success looks like to you. Because I think for certain people, being successful right here is perfect. Like, it makes sense. It's scalable. It's achievable. I think something we got in common is the type of music we make may not be like considered mainstream music to this market.
To the city, yeah.
But in a different market, we got a chance to be the hottest artist ever. We got a chance to be worldwide, which I think we both have worldwide appeal with our songwriting, our production, etc. And like for me personally, whether I live here or not, traveling is gonna have to be a part of my growth because I love my city. It's 4 million people here, but these 4 million might not be my 4 million.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if I can get 4 million across the country, across the globe, and that 4 million put money in my pocket and put support behind my brand on a consistent basis, I think that's going to work more for me. I already have connections in other cities such as LA, such as Atlanta, New York, you know what I'm saying, Florida. So it's like, why not? Like, why put yourself in the box? Why limit your scope, your reach, your impact? Like, if people feel what I'm saying here, why wouldn't they feel me somewhere else? Yeah. So that's my answer to that part.
No, for sure. I mean, I agree. You know what I'm saying? It's like
naturally.
That's what we talk about. You know, we finna hit Brooklyn in a couple weeks.
Yes,
so,
sir. Why we going to Brooklyn, by the way?
Yep.
Why we going?
So definitely wanted to release the album while being in another city.
Yeah.
And I got a radio interview at Shade 45 with Static Selector.
Static Selector.
You know, legendary DJ out of New York, and you know, they're gonna be playing a couple tracks from the album.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably just spit a 16 or a 20 or a 30.
Yeah.
You know, just depending on, you know, how I feel that day.
Yeah, for sure.
And, you know, we probably shoot a video or something.
Dope. You know, I appreciate you telling me about that. Like we had the conversation, bro. I looked at the flights. I'm like, round trip from New York? We going.
Yeah.
I ain't never been to New York either, first time, so.
Oh, that's fire. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I never been to New York.
Ooh,
so yeah, like I've been to the West Coast plenty of times. I never been to the East Coast at all. The furthest I went to Miami once.
Okay.
But I never been like Northeast, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited about this. Yeah. Like I want to definitely looking forward to seeing you do your thing at the radio, meeting Static. Yeah. But also I got people I want to meet and tap in with too while we out there. So it's gonna be a movie for sure. Like literally, it's gonna be a movie. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Our life is a movie.
Yeah.
And like it comes down to like with traveling and stuff, it's just understanding that people are people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
exactly.
It's like it's kind of like, you ever seen that meme where they like a dude put like a marker around the ant.
Oh,
and then the ant just like stay within that marker.
Right.
And it's like you really could just walk outside.
The ant don't even know. It can just walk right over the marker.
Walk over the marker, bro.
So
that's all we doing is just walking over the marker.
Man,
bro.
I think that's a common that's a great metaphor for the city though.
Yeah.
Like people, like because of our culture and our history, which is legendary and amazing, like people will tell you, man, you can get rich off of just Houston.
Right.
All these people, so-and-so, they tour just in Texas.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, that's dope,
but
it's like that's one version of success. That's not the success I think. Not that I don't want that, but I want more than that or different than that even. Not saying that mine is better or worse, but it's something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's mine. It's, and everybody has their own. And I think, again, going back to the first part of the question or the last question, like trying to do what somebody else doing ain't never the way.
Yeah,
and it might be similar. You might be inspired by it or learn from it, but that don't mean like you can follow somebody's blueprint down to the T. It might not work for you at all.
Facts.
It might work better for you. You just never know, but you got to find your way no matter what it is. So
100%.
Yeah, that's why I love your brand, bro, as far as like Avenue Align, Pathfinders, because it's just like it's so personal, but it's so general at the same time.
Yeah.
Because everybody's path is their own, everybody's path is separate, but your goal is just to let people know to find your path.
Facts.
And like as you show them your path, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why we was able to click so easily, because I just resonated like instantly. Like before we even really started talking, like I just seen the branding, the words you use. I'm a word guy, bro. Like they just hold so much weight to me. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe in like the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I
gotta put Bingo on the payroll. But he got my whole brand ethos out here. Like, nah, I feel it. That's 100. I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you, man. It's inspiring, bro. Like, I ain't gonna always sharpen iron. You feel me? So, yeah. Well, let's get into another question though.
Yes,
like I said, I can go on a tangent for shit. How do you navigate the demands of everyday life while maintaining consistency in your craft and career?
Ooh.
Like I said, we get to the heavy stuff early.
Nah, for real, man. Because, you know, I'm a husband, a father of two, you know. So, like.
Shout out to the little ones.
Absolutely. They're my dogs right there.
Yeah.
But I think you just, you know, you figure out what your priorities are, and you just dude, put your best foot forward every day. That's really that's it. It's no real formula because, like you said, it's like so much of what we do as artists is just art reflecting and imitating life. You know what I'm saying? So the same way that you could follow a formula and it may not work for you, man. When you have kids and stuff, you have to figure out, like, you know, maybe this kid don't want to go to sleep at 7 o'clock. Maybe they want to go to sleep at 8, and that's what works best for the household, for them to go to sleep at 8.
Yeah.
But maybe that don't work for, you know, it's just about like figuring out what puzzle piece fits best where, and just continuing to execute once you figure that out.
Yeah.
So I think that it's really about understanding what your priorities are each day and overall, and then just like executing that, and then letting the other stuff that's not really just like a big priority for you, just let it kind of like fall where it may.
Yeah.
And I think I think when you have more demands in life, that's the blessing of it, because it helps you realize, okay, is this just extra fat? Or is this like meat and potatoes?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's necessary. So like, that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. Like, I don't got no kids yet. I'm in a relationship. We're not married, and even me and my girl, our biggest thing is like being individuals. Yeah. So I'm grateful that she got like a career job, she got hobbies, she got friends, and I got the same thing. So like while she doing yoga, I might be hooping. While she with her homegirls, I'm with my partners. I'm in the studio, whatever. So like I think the thing that kind of I balance more, like me and her, we got a good understanding, and my family do too. But like I think over time I had to learn how to balance that better, because I do a lot with my mom, I do a lot with my sister. I try to show up for a lot of people, and I had to learn how to show up for myself. And so my balance really came into like putting myself first sometimes. When I was younger, I thought that was wrong almost. Like that's how I was so family first.
Right.
Make sure your mama straight, make sure your sister straight, make sure your people straight, your nieces, nephews. And I'm still like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, if I ain't straight, I can't do nothing to help them no way.
Yeah.
So I think that's when my balance came in for as like real life, and of course too, like neither one of us even really mentioned this, but like having like a regular job and trying to get music done at the same time. Like if you talk to me, you know I'm writing raps at work.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
game planning.
Literally, I'm mapping stuff out. I'm having phone calls. I'm writing songs. I'm scheduling stuff. I'm booking flights.
Yeah.
Like we doing all that.
Nah, facts.
Sorry, y'all. I'm doing that shit on the clock. Like I'm working 2 jobs at the same time. So, but man, it's necessary, bro. Like I was just talking about this. Like I had a wreck back in 2024. Car got totaled out. I was working at the same job as my sister, and like nothing happens for no reason, bro. Like I started working on the morning shift. I work like evening, so I started working the morning shift and riding with my sister to work.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it at the time, but that time I had to have my evenings free gave me enough time to finish recording my album Last Name First. Like the next few months, I'll leave work and just have my sister drop me off at B-Val crib, and we'll just record.
Yeah.
And have people pull up, Neptune pull up, Biggest Brandon pull up, play key, whatever. We doing all this stuff right after work instead of me having to take a whole day off, miss money, and try to do both. I was able to get my bread, get my album done, and it just worked out. But again, that's just another example of having to balance it. And God gonna provide no matter what. But I think a big thing I've learned recently too is like once you decide what you gonna do, if you align with the will, God gonna just support your decision and give you what you need to do said thing.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, that's on point. I can't word it any better. I ain't gonna lie. As artists gain influence, what responsibility, if any, do they have to their communities? What kind of example do you believe artists should strive to set?
This feel like a loaded question, because I think that, like, man, everything is like, I look at every case as like case by case, and like I don't think you can expect the same thing from every artist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for me, I want to give back to my community. Yeah. I want to like both monetarily, like physically, like in person, showing up, giving time, uniting people, things like that, educating. Yeah. But everybody ain't on that. Yeah. And I think some people, you shouldn't expect them to be on that. Their music don't sound like that. Their movements ain't like that. So I don't think that's for everybody. But I also do disagree with the whole I'm not a role model thing too, though, because if you get influence, people looking at you, whether you want them to or not. So 100%. You got to be mindful of what you're saying and doing. And I ain't saying you got to be just clean cut or perfect. If you make music about X, Y, Z, you ain't got to stop, but you got to be mindful of telling both sides of the story. That's why I respect somebody like a Jay-Z who talk about he talk about selling dope and et cetera when he was coming up, but he also talked about how he got addicted to it and how he hurt people and how things went left and his homies went to jail. And it's like, don't leave out the other part because that shit real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. It ain't just money, cars, clothes, hoes. Like, stuff go left too. So I think that's the minimum any artist can do, especially a rapper. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna tell your story, tell both sides of your story at least. But I think it's something I can assume that you align with. I've seen you do it. Like, you want to actually give back to your community and uplift your people and educate your people too. I think that's something that more people should do, but it's not for everybody though. Everybody not a leader in that way.
Everybody ain't really aware like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that I realize, and that a lot of these entities that don't really have our best interests as a community, they do. They take a lot of people that have talent from our communities, but not the awareness that a Buddie Roe or that a Bingo got. Yeah, like they don't take those people. They take the ones that are very not aware. And maybe they're not looking at it like, oh, I'm just glorifying this side. Yeah. They're just looking at it like, I'm just making music because this is literally what I was on. And before they could have the opportunity to be like, man, like, I'm evaluating this, like, this ain't the way. Yeah. So now they got $1 million and they got $1 million off of singing about something, you know what I'm saying, that without ever developing that self-awareness, so then it becomes a perpetual cycle of these children just growing up and doing the same things, you know what I'm saying, because now they feel like that's the way, because now they look at Bingo and Buddie and they like, dang, man, them boys' career took however long to get to this point, but then they look at the dude that rapped about, you know, the trapping or whatever, you know, whatever they experience, they look at them and they like, man, their career took off in like 2 years though. Yeah. What should I really be on for real? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the influence of, we definitely have an influence, because even with us deciding, that's a fact that their career probably took off in 2 years, and I was, you know, taking whatever time it's gonna take to get wherever, because I mean, I feel like we're successful. Absolutely. And it's what you make it. But that's being of influence too, because we just gotta be there to show a difference. Yeah. If they don't have nothing else to like weigh something against, then they only have this one decision to make. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna just keep going this route since that's the only way out.
It's the only way I see. So yeah.
But like, we know that, you know, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 year journey of doing this build way more character than the 2-year journey. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we get the opportunity to be like, to sit back and be like, all right, what can I give back? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the best way to give back? Because you could go to a clothing giveaway all you want. They have them every year, and niggas still die in the hood every year.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they turkey giveaways, all that. People still die every year.
Still hungry, yeah.
So it's like, people still hungry. After that, yeah, they still got to go back to their regular life. So then it's like, we all have to decide for ourselves what's the best way that we can make a lasting change, and then also understanding that we can do all we can, but at the end of the day, the results are still going to be the results.
Yeah, I was just going to add that. I'm like, bro, we can't save nobody per se. Yeah. We can like provide support or be an example. Yeah. But at the end of the day, grown people got to make their decisions. Yeah. But again, like I think you said a very important part about showing that there is another path if you want to go that way. Yeah. Because like, I think a lot of like black kids suffer from not knowing his options. Right. And they go a certain way just because, oh, my big brother, my big cousin, my big homie did this, so I'm gonna do what he did. Yeah. And it's like, he could have did something else. Maybe he didn't know, or maybe he chose wrong. And it's like, hey, you ain't gotta be like, man, I just wanna be just like my brother, bro. My brother did a 10-year bid prison, then sold drugs, all XYZ, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm grateful that we got where we at with our relationship because for a minute we weren't even talking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like as a kid, I wanted to be just like him. And then while he was doing this 10-year bid, I'm like, damn, maybe I don't want to be like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like shit. Like I'm looking at him. He got kids. His kids. Like it got to a point his kids called me instead of him. Yeah. You feel me? So I'm grateful that they trying to mend their stuff now. But it was a long time where it wasn't right. And I'm like, damn, I don't respect that. I'm not how I want to move. So I'm grateful I was able to have people to show me other ways too, and I just want to provide that. That's why I got into rap in the first place, bro. Like, man, like I always loved music, obviously, but what inspired me to try to do it was seeing people talk about their real life and understanding. Like, when I was like little, I thought you had to be a gangster to rap.
Yeah, same.
And so, like hearing like a Kanye, a J. Cole, a Big Crit, I'm like, damn, these regular niggas who just talk about their life. Like J. Cole rapping about going to college, Big Crit being a country boy. He just trying to figure it out. He making his own beats and shit. I'm like, damn, I want to do that. Yeah. And shout out to them for showing that other way. And I want to show that way to another young black man one day. You feel me? So
agree. I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Well, unless you got one you want to ask. We can
I'm trying to. I think it's your. Hold on, let me see. What was that last? Yeah, it's on you.
We ain't got to follow no pattern. You know what I'm saying? But how important has collaboration been to your growth, and have collaborations inside or outside of Houston impacted your career differently?
Man, honestly, dang, that's a good question.
Shout out AK.
This for real. Cause this project, the one that's dropping on June 18th, it's already done. It's actually the first project that I really have actually quite a few features on. Yeah. Like you go through my catalogs, I don't really have any features for real. You know, but I think that it's impactful when you have the real relationship. I think that's when it's really impactful because, you know, you already know what we talk about. You know the stuff that I didn't, you know, witnessed or experienced with different people in the city, and it's like you would think an opportunity would come from something only to realize that person really don't rock with you as much as they just seen that you had a little bit of momentum. And you don't want that. You know, you want people that actually like, man, I rock with the message. I see exactly what you own. I see what you're doing. I want to be of assistance. I want to help wherever I can. Yeah. And so in that regards, I think it's very impactful because that's a part of community building. But like in the regards of like, you know, the typical way of doing it with rappers, like, oh, I'm looking for a stimulus package from this popular guy. I'm going to go ahead and spend that number on it, all that. I think that's the worst way of thinking about collaboration. But like how we doing it, you know, with the community that we building, because it's different communities. You got the community where it's like the people that are just enjoying your music and enjoying who you are, just witnessing it. But then you have the contributors that are there, you know, sort of like if you in a chat on mine or whatever, there's moderators or whatever. Like I would be somewhat like a moderator in Guy Body Bingo's chat because I have somewhat something to do with what he's got going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the one pushing no buttons. I'm just like, what we doing? All right, cool. Let's push this along, and you doing the same thing for me. So I think that's the only reason why it's impactful is if people understand what you're trying to do, and then they're pushing that along. Yeah.
For me, similar, but I've definitely tried multiple ways too. Like I think kind of opposite. Like if you look through my projects, I don't think I have a project without a feature. Yeah. I got somebody on something every time. I got people. It's certain people, artists. It's certain artists other people just naturally associate with me, such as like a B-Val, I think now Buddie Roe, now with Neptune, a biggest brand and people like that. Like people know they're gonna be involved somehow, some way. I don't think I've ever released anything like besides a single without a feature. Yeah. Like if you go back to my first EP, it's features on that. So and like I look collaborating too, not just as I think you probably can relate to this too, not just the other artists, but the production. Oof. Like, cause that to me, like, of course, like, man, we rappers, bro. Like, it's simple as that. Like, I don't need nobody to write no verse on nothing. I can rap as much as I want, but I do respect other craftsmen and other pens. While I will get other rappers and stuff, but I know I don't make beats, so I'm always looking to lock in with people that believe in me, who create music and create the sound, and I can build a soundscape with. But I also have paid for features too. Like I paid for Deontay Hitchcock feature, and I think it worked great for me.
For sure.
And like me and him didn't necessarily build a great relationship, but he came with respect. He delivered on the verse. He made some content for it. Right. So I think I got what I paid for, and it worked out. Like it's one of my highest stream songs. Right. It's certain people who kind of found out about me because of the song. So it's value in multiple ways, but I definitely can agree for the most part. Like I'd much rather us know each other. Yeah. Respect each other and build and decide to make music together instead of like, oh, so-and-so got X amount of followers. Right. Let me get him on my song. Right. Like that shit don't never work how you think it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
you see what you said though, like, it was respect. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, like you said, either way can work out. Yeah. This ain't no cookie cutter lifestyle that we chose. We chose
not at all. It's the exact opposite.
Exactly.
Actually.
We chose to live in the real world. You know what I'm saying? In the real world, it's so much chance and so many different factors. But I think it's still like, what are the pillars? What are the pillars that these things are being built on? Yeah. Because it's like, you could pay for it. That's fine because we in a business. Right. But how is this person treating the art form? Yeah. How is this person treating you and respecting what you got going on? Because that's gonna actually move the needle way more. Because he could have did the feature and been like, I ain't shooting no content for it. Yeah. I ain't doing it. No.
I ain't posting it. I ain't done nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But it was still. The basis was still, he's still a contributor. He's still like, I'm gonna push it along as much as I can. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna dedicate my life to it, but I'm gonna let people know I did it at least. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I definitely respect that. But like I'm so huge on collaboration, bro. Cause like I'm real. I always say no man is an island. So you need a family, a tribe, a community. Facts. I'm out, like I said, producers, engineers. Like a full, whatever pieces of the team you can get, you should get them. If they really align what you're doing, they make sense. I wouldn't be doing none of the shit I'm doing without other people. Of course, I got vision, I got talent, I got drive, but I don't do nothing alone, bro. I do everything. I bounce ideas off people. I lean on my resources because that's what they're here for. Facts. Like they say, you go fast alone, you go far together. So I'm trying to go far. If I don't get there the fastest, I don't got to be first to cross the line. I want to get across the line, though. Facts. And so if I'm going to get there with everything I need, I want to get there malnourished, you feel me? So I want to get there healthy, happy, satisfied, fulfilled, you know what I'm saying? So
facts. Now, I relate to that, brother.
Absolutely.
You've done enough alone.
You got some shit in here, AK. I just looked at another question. I was like, why would you ask me that? No, we're gonna talk about it. We are gonna talk about this.
How do you balance this? I think this is a great one for you for sure. How do you balance your ambitions with relationships, family, and personal time? What sacrifices have you had to make along the way?
I feel like that's kind of similar to one of the earlier ones. Yeah. Maybe when I asked you about like balancing the. Yeah. But yeah, like. Man, I really like, I do music so much, it kind of blend a little bit. Yeah. Like, when my family support my music, they come to shows when they can, listen to my music, etc. But I think it's really just scheduling. I think it's a really simple answer for me. Like, man, like, I got this to do, this birthday coming up, this event coming up, this graduation, whatever it is. And I just try to line it up best I can, man. It's like, it's a method to the madness. It ain't like necessarily always the same. Yeah. But, I very much value time with family, time with friends. Like most of my homies either make music or in art some type of form, but we do like to just kick it and just watch a basketball game or just talk shit or just play Uno or hoop or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I try to like make sure I get a healthy amount of that too, and not just only in the studio, only writing songs. Because I know myself, I'll get burnt out. I'll be writing the same shit over and over. Can't think of no new bars. Shit get whack. I'm not even. If I'm writing it, I don't feel like it's something. I'm not even recording it. Nah, for you know what I'm saying? Like some people like just get up every shot, record everything. I'm not recording everything, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. The studio time too expensive. My time too valuable. Like I'm not even booking a session until I'm like I want to record these songs. Yeah. So like. And I guess to like kind of loop it in, living life helped me, inspire me to create better music and come with concepts and things to talk about, things to do. Like my sister gave me a video idea yesterday, and I'm like, nigga, that shit is genius. I wish you would have did that for the other video we just did, but I'm gonna make some content like that. But spending that time with family, kind of like you said, like these people are moderators in my chat room, so they want to see it win, so they gonna do what they got to do to. They gonna throw their 2 cents in. Sometimes, like me and B-Val laugh about this all the time. How you got the older family member. Oh, did you put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
You can go viral on TikTok, and it's like, yes, this is true.
Yeah.
But that shit ain't just no automatic. You put it on YouTube, you getting discovered.
Right.
But sometimes people come with really good advice, really good insight, and like you want that insight from people kind of outside of it too.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna talk to my manager. I'm gonna talk to my artist friends. I'm gonna talk to my girl too.
Yeah.
She don't make music, but she gonna tell me how she feel about it and how it made her feel. Like she is a better example of the regular consumer.
Right.
So showing her what I got going on, show me like, oh, this could work. If this make her want to dance or make her feel emotion, maybe it'll make somebody in a whole other city, state feel it. So
absolutely.
But yeah, what's your answer to that question?
How do you balance, man? I don't know if I got a balance. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I got a balance. But I do have harmony.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
So, like, balance is kind of like, the way I look at balance, at least, it's like having everything kind of like with an equilibrium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to me, I'm okay with certain stuff being what it is for a season.
Yeah.
If this means that, like, I got to give a lot over here in this season, and this kind of got to go over a little down, like, as far as, like what I was saying about priorities.
Right.
It's like, there's more communal seasons for me, where it's like, I got to be communal right now. I'm in the flow of that, you know. But then there's other seasons where it's like I need to be more isolated. I really need to be to myself and everything, and that could be 7 months, 8 months out of the year, and 4 months of communal time. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like really just accepting and really evaluating where I'm at in a season and accepting that and being like, okay, well, what's required for this season? Yeah. Because I feel like harmony is always required as opposed to balance. Because I could be trying to hold on to, like, for me, I love hooping too. You know what I'm saying? But like for me, when I'm in the gym in this season, I ain't been hooping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I done been stretching. I done been, been boxing. Been doing different stuff that that's contributed more to what I need in this season versus hooping, knowing that I'm gonna get back to hooping in another season. You know what I'm saying? So
man, I really like that, like the harmony as opposed to the balance, because like the weight's not gonna be equal. Right. They just naturally not. Like I'm probably gonna steal that. Yeah. I like that a lot.
100. It ain't even come from me. I don't know where it came from, but
it's from the source, man.
For sure.
Yeah, so I like it for sure. All right, this that messy question I should want me to ask. Yeah. Houston has a unique culture and music scene. How do you navigate the politics that come with it, and what does it mean to you to become a respected figure or legacy artist within the city?
Man, me and Ben gonna talk about this. So, man, to make it simple, rock with who rock with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, rock with who rock with you, because, again, like, that's what the pivot that I had as far as like, oh, I'm doing this, all this look good, the gram looking right, the numbers looking right, the accolades are great, and then you have people that are drawn to you because of those things, and it's not genuine. Yeah. From an artist perspective and from just anybody perspective, but especially from an artist perspective, because you got to understand these people are businesses, and everybody not running a business with the integrity that we are. Yeah. If we don't rock with something, we just not on that. That's not what, that doesn't align with our brand. Everybody's not operating their business like that. Yeah. So some people, when they see what we do, they might just see the freestyle that you just put up with the corner store, and they like, ooh, numbers. Right. Boom, let me see how I can hop on this wave real quick. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Or let me see. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Or from like a OG standpoint, which I feel like the two OGs that's in our corner are not like that. Yeah. But like from certain OG standpoint, let me see if I could, show a little bit of front facing support, so it don't seem like I didn't support him when he was on his way.
Right.
When really he didn't just did all this groundwork.
Yeah.
And I just want to benefit off of, hey, y'all, I was here.
Did, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think it's really like, it comes down to that, like, understanding that everybody don't got the same moral compass. Everybody don't got the same integrity. And you just got to rock with who rock with you.
Yeah.
And understand that these people can't stop what's supposed to. They can't add to it if they want to, but they can never stop what's meant to happen already. So,
yeah.
You know, without me, I feel like I done already had a messy interview. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like, you know, the more personal stuff, but like I feel like, you know, to sum it all up, that's just rock with who rock with you.
No, I definitely, one, we here to talk about it. Two, I definitely agree. Man, like politics, when they talk about rapping, it's like a trigger word. Yeah. People, I hate the politics. Man, this shit just politics. Yeah. And man, I literally just was talking about this, bro. Like, everybody perception and definitions be different. To me, politics ain't shit but relationships. Yeah. To me, that's how I look at it. And I'm like, man, I'm a relationship person. Yeah. So shit, if you ask me, the politics working for me. Yeah. Like I'm rocking with who rock with me. Yeah. And I'm making enough impact where people do want to rock with me. Yeah. And kind of like you said, like some people will only want to tap in because you got numbers going on or somebody else already latched on or you did a show at this certain space or whatever it may be. I just use my discernment, first of all. Yeah. Like, man, like, do I feel like this genuine? And like, man, like, everybody using somebody and being used, so you got to decide who you are going to allow yourself to lend your time to and your space to. So if I don't see no value in it, it's not happening. Right. But also too, like if it don't feel right, it's not happening. Yeah. But when it comes to the politics, bro, I actually recommend my artists tap in more with the politics because I feel like people use that as an excuse to not build relationships. It's like, oh, I don't want to do the politics. They just playing favorites. They just dick riding, da. It's like, nigga, he don't know you. Why would I play your song if I don't know you? Yeah. And like, if your song ain't good enough to reach me without me knowing you, why would I just play your song with 100 views on SoundCloud? You know what I'm saying? So, but if you actually build a relationship with somebody, he might play your song and don't nobody know it because he believe in you. Right. But how I'm gonna believe in you? I ain't never heard of you. You ain't never spoke to me. Yeah. I ain't telling you to just fake be a friend. But if y'all naturally rock with each other. You don't know if you don't try. Yeah. So I recommend everybody at least try to build a relationship if that's even your character, your personality, but because that ain't for everybody either. But I think music is just as much of a people business as it is a product and IP business. And if you're not willing to do the people part, it's gonna be hard to get your IP valuable and your music heard. For sure. So that's how I kind of look at the politics thing. I don't think it's as bad as people say. It can definitely be bad. You're gonna see people putting on their partners, but when I get on, I'm putting my partners on too. Shit, that's what it is. Yeah. So
it ain't even like, you know, for me, when I think about the politics, like even from a negative aspect, if that's what you want to consider. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is like perspective. For sure. On it. You know what I'm saying? And we have the right to kind of be like, this is what I'm rocking with, this is what I'm not rocking with. Yeah. Like from what you saying, I agree. Because how I look at that is, as I look at that like showing up. Yeah. Like I'm going to the places and I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I can, but I'm also not forcing it where it can't fit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, see, because when I talk about politics, you know, I'm talking about it from a whole different perspective. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Personal perspective. Like, because, you know, my buzz started generating when I was like 19, 20. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, you going on tour with Bun and all that. It was value already provided super early in my career. So like, for me, when I look at the relationships aspect, I feel you. That's why I look at it. Like, you know, honestly, a lot of these guys are not genuine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these guys are not genuine in their approach. And I think that's more so the political side where it's like, okay, if you're not genuine, let's say this. If you're not genuine in a situation, but you got the you know, a plug over here for a certain situation, there can be somebody that may fit that situation, but the person that isn't genuine
ain't gonna pick that right person.
Nah, they just overhearing this dude ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They over here in this dude ear.
Yeah.
You know, like inner Pimp C, inner Tupac. There's
Right.
people out here that think I'm whole represented by some niggas that don't represent me at all, and I don't have no dealings with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But like when they be like, oh, I thought you was managed by such and such, nigga, I did all that by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was one of them that thought that because I didn't know.
Exactly. But everybody not gonna play the game the right way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna be like, oh no. I don't manage him. I don't do this. I don't do that. Nah, but Buddy does this. They not gonna do that. They gonna do what's self-serving to them.
Yeah.
If they don't have that integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like you could wear Avenue Align hat out there and people could be like, oh, Buddy, you part of the Buddie Roe team or whatever. And if I'm okay with people just being like, yep, he just somebody that's a part of Avenue, you know I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, church in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like he got his own stuff going on. That's just bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where certain political things come about when it comes to like these, how are people portraying you to other people? Is that happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, sure. and a lot of times, you know, that happen, especially when you become vocal and you become like a little bit of outspoken. Like I believe I have become.
Yeah.
So
if somebody got to speak up for you, and if nobody else will, you got to talk for yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And like I can't do nothing but respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but 1 second.
Oh, go ahead.
Ain't nobody managing me, you know, at this moment. So if y'all getting any type of, you know, ideas of anything like that, man, like nah, that like ain't nobody representing me other than who I say represent me. So just getting that out there.
Yeah, nah, they gotta let it be known, bro. You gotta clear the air for sure. Like, yeah. I think I asked 2 questions in a row. So what you got over there?
Authenticity is often discussed in music, but can be difficult to maintain in an industry driven by trends and image. How do you stay true to yourself? And do you think authenticity affects an artist's ability to connect with audiences?
I don't think it's hard to maintain at all for me personally. I'm not gonna say I can't never lie. I'm not fucking Honest Abe, but I'm not good at talking about shit I don't know about. Yeah. So I only can be really authentic in my music or it's gonna suck. Yeah. So like so yeah, like I feel like, and I have seen like I can't say though, the more I leaned into like my exact emotions, I think I've connected with people better. Yeah. Honestly, like I think it's only helped. I think let's do it like this, because on my first album, Off the Books, back in 2021, leading up to that time, I tried to play the open mic game. Met a lot of people, tapped in, and what I was seeing was like a certain type of sound working on stages. So I think my content was always true to me. But I think my sound wasn't necessarily true to me yet. Yeah. So I think we can say it wasn't as authentic as it is now then. And people still love that album, and it connected. It got press, all this good stuff. But I think Last Name First connected a lot better than Off the Books, because I stopped trying to make music that I thought would allot me to opportunities that looked like they were available to me. Right. Because those opportunities probably were never available, but I didn't know that. Right. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. Facts. But it's like, man, I don't have to fit in. Yeah. And I had to grow up a little bit and learn that. Yeah. And I think with Last Name First, I kind of just did what I wanted to do sonically, lyrically, story-wise, and I think way more people resonated with it. Yeah. This album got like double, almost triple the streams, which I'm not going to say I don't value the streams, but that's not my only measuring stick of success.
For sure. It represents something.
It's a metric. You know what I'm saying? So
it represents something.
Yeah, but it's something for sure. But like I just think it connected better the more I stopped caring about what people thought about it. Facts. So the authenticity has definitely been key for me, because it's like shit, if I gotta do it, not me, I'd rather not. Yeah. So, and I'm like, I think you 100% agree with that, because what I hear from you, and both with our regular conversations and with your music, is like, he not cutting no corners. He gonna just be him. End of the day, like, bro, when you dropped the last project and you ain't even promote it, I'm listening at home like, nigga, why you ain't? Like, bro, this shit was y'all for fame, bro. This shit was for God. Like, it wasn't really for the people. Yeah. And I'm like, man, this shit too good to not promote. But I feel you though. Like, I can't. Who am I to tell you what God told you to do? Yeah. So I can resonate with that because my next album, I feel the same way. It's going to get promoted because it's got so much good content on it and I got people involved with it. But you can ask Eunice, bro, when I started writing Bingham, like, that's my next album, Bingham. But maybe this is my first time saying that in public.
Yes, sir. We get the exclusive. Exclusive.
Yeah, my next album will be called Bingham. God willing to be out this year. But when I started writing it, I literally told Eunice, bro, I don't give a fuck about this shit being, like, commercially viable. Honestly, like, I'm making songs to tell my story and express myself. Like, I'm talking about things that you probably would say for a therapy session on this album, but that's what I feel like I needed to do before I move forward. But I've, like, you talked about how we got certain OGs in our lives. Like, man, Scarface heard me while I was working on this album. And I sent it to him, and he likes it. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody of that caliber to look at my album that I didn't make for nobody but myself and to think it's one of the best things he's heard in recent years, it's like, clearly I was right to trust myself. So, like...
And it ain't like a pop in, I'm here, and bro really like, nah, bro, like,
like
you and Face don't do that at all.
Facts.
At all. The most he didn't even did to me was, bro, you hard. Boop. Out the loop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's respect because, like, he done so much, bro. Been around so many different dope rappers. It's hard. I would imagine it's hard to kind of impress him.
I would think so. I'm still getting used to it. I ain't gonna lie. So he likes posts sometimes and comments sometimes. I'm like, this nigga really in my comments. Like, this fucking Scarface. This Brad Jordan. But man, I'm grateful for that. Like, he ain't done nothing but show me love, gave me good advice, and the fact that I'm able to even speak to him is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like knowing what he's been through. He almost lost his life a few years ago. So grateful he even here to hear my music and to give me whatever wisdom he decides to share. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he followed me, I was like, well, damn. And like, tying it back into you and Bun, like, me posting him following me made Bun follow me. And like, kind of saying, like, Bun follow me, we ain't spoke at all yet, but the fact that he followed me was good enough for me. I'm like, you Bun B. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on UGK. So, like, I'm just grateful that the people that I grew up listening to even see me. So whatever happens after that, it's a blessing. It's a blessing off rip. So, the authenticity is just... Quit talking about Bun B, Scarface. Being authentic is how you get to people like them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Buddy did. That's what Bingo did. So,
and them, I don't know. I mean, there's not to put no competition against nobody. But in my opinion, me growing up, them was like them would be the ideal people. Like that I would even want an acknowledgement from. You know what I'm saying? So like with you with Face, with me with Bun, it's like it makes all of the sense. It's like it's very full circle because like who we are, what we're like in our personal life, and then who they are, and you know what they're like in their personal life as far as what we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So man, that's some shit, man. Like everybody can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it, like, I would have never thought. Like how you said that's the perfect person for like me to be aligned with. I would have never thought it would have went like no other like big Houston artist has ever really tapped in with me. And I straight to Face, like straight to
Quantum Leap,
straight to the Diary. You know what I'm saying? Straight to the Fix. Like one of my homies was like, bro, you the biggest, so that guy had to be the biggest. And I was like, damn, you're right. 100. So I feel the same with you and Bun. Like, Bun is like this nigga. Bro, legendary, bro. Like Riding Dirty, bro. Riding Dirty still probably the best Southern album to come out in the last 30 years. Bro.
Man, defined the era. They're era defining artists. They're region defining artists. And I think that we're the same thing.
Yeah, for
sure. You know what I'm saying?
And they probably see that in us. Yeah, so that's why they have embraced us the way they have.
Queenie pulled Bun always said it's like Queenie pulled me to the side and was like, Buddie Roe is a superstar.
Come on. Shout out to the women, man.
Facts.
Shout out to the women.
Big facts.
100%, man. So. Like, for me, it was Smackwater, man. I've been going to the same barber since I was like 3 years old, bro. And being from Acres Homes, Smackwater cool with the dude that owned my barbershop. Tough. And my barber, he knows Smack, they ain't just close, but he just heard them talking and was like, you need to check out God Body Bingo. And next thing I know, Smack followed me, listened to my stuff, and he the one sent it to Face. And like that day was just crazy, bro. Like Smack followed me, posted me, Face followed me, Smack called me like, hey, bro, Face said he's trying to fuck with you. I'm like, what? Like, so right before I'm about to take a trip to LA this next weekend.
Yeah.
The same, it was like a Friday. I was leaving the next day type shit. So stranger than fiction, bro. Like I couldn't have wrote it up. You know what I'm saying?
So does Face have anything to do with the next project?
Man, God willing. God willing, man. He's heard it.
Okay.
He likes it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the fact that I got to even play it for him, like even that, like I said, it's called Bingham. Bingham is my last name. My father's gonna be like his photo is gonna be involved with the rollout and stuff like that. Yeah. And he was my dad's favorite rapper. Yeah. So for him to discover me while I was making an album about the person that put me on him is like poetic, bro. And I just would have like. I know he looking down, like just smiling. Yeah. Like he probably the one who ran the play for me. You feel me? So, but it's just crazy to even know that like while I'm honoring my father, the person that put me on Scarface is telling me that he believes in me. Yeah, it's like that's just the most full circle moment of my career. I've had a lot of full circle moments in my career, but this is like the most recent and the most relevant. Yeah, for sure. Like seeing Face, seeing Bun. Yeah. Like I told my girl, bro, like. Cause I like being I'm 95. I just turned 30 last year, but so like I'm hearing stuff at different times and shit. Yeah. So, like even though it was a hella Northside artist, the first artist I heard say Acres Homes on the song was Bun B. Really? When he was talking, he was shouting out the hoods at the end of Shopping Blades. I'm like, damn, he said Acres Homes. Yeah. I'm from Acres Homes. Yeah. And then like with Face, like I said, just grew up. My pops had me listen to Face way too young to be hearing these violent lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like for me I got a song, Leave It to Bingo, where I mentioned like seeing artists from Houston be this famous. I'm like, bro, these dudes is on BET, MTV. Yep. All this stuff, and they from my city. Yep. So before I even thought about rapping, I believed it was possible because I seen a Bun B, a Pimp C, a Scarface. Like these niggas is not just and like say nothing wrong with being quote unquote local. Because I feel like everybody who really made it locally kind of had a national moment too. For sure. But like seeing them, like man, like Face is like he calling Jay-Z, he answering. Yeah. He calling Dr. Dre, he answering. Facts. Same thing with Bun B. Bun B tapped in, but every celebrity you could think of came to Houston to go to Trillburger to see Bun B. Yep. And so for these to be the type of people that know who we are and are not afraid to publicly embrace us, is like I think that speaks to our character and our talent. And
the alignment. Because let me mess your head up with that. The full circle moments.
Come on.
Both Scarface and Zero went to Willow Ridge High School.
It's crazy.
Which is the school that I went to.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like two of the like most lyrical artists out of Houston. Out the city, ever. And then with me being a lyrical artist, they went to my school, and then it's like all of these little cause Bun is actually originally from Northwood Manor. You know what I'm saying? So like before he moved to PA and everything. I didn't even know that. Exactly. That's crazy. A lot of people don't know that, but like that's where he originally is from before he went to PA and everything. So it's like all of these intersecting crazy little things that we couldn't write no better. You know what I'm saying? That's why the avenue aligned.
Man, God the best author, bro.
Facts.
It was show, man. Like. Yeah, we can damn do the whole interview about that shit. Because that shit is just, like I said, like this shit don't happen to everybody, bro. Like it's a blessing, man. And it's a testament to our work. And again, like I said, our character. Like, man, people who got this much, who've made it this far and got this much skin in the game and got this much other shit outside of music going on, they don't gotta waste their time embracing no artist if they don't want to. Facts. I think that when I was younger, bro, I was getting resentment for the artists in Houston. I'm thinking I'm doing more than I'm doing. Yeah. I'm like, man, why so-and-so ain't fucking with me? Yeah. Why so-and-so ain't putting me on, putting my partner on? Yeah. Niggas ain't got to do that shit, bro. And so for these people to take their time to follow us, respond to us, like you got records with Bun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is priceless, bro.
Yeah, facts.
And like you said, like we got way more stuff we gonna do. We already planning on doing, but we can't say we not successful. We'll be wrong to say we not successful already. Facts. Because we've done stuff that, bro, like I've been telling my girl, like, since last year, like, different things happen. I was like, I always dreamed about doing this. Yeah. Like, I've had a year and a half of seeing my dreams come true. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's more stuff coming down the line that's still happening. God knows what he got planned for the rest of this year. Like, the first half of this year has been insane, bro. Right. Like, I can't even talk about everything that's happened this year. You know what I'm saying? That's how much crazy shit is happening.
That's the good thing about Buddie Roe being an insider. I get to know the stuff y'all don't know. But facts. Yeah, you lit, bro. I love the momentum. I'm super proud of you,
bro. Like, and thank you for you part of it. Like like you doing your thing is inspiring me. You let me on your, like, he just had his album listening party. I'm looking at my camera now. He just had his album listening party, and boy, I could have cried. Oh, I'd already heard the album, but it's different hearing it like in public, in front of other people, and seeing some of the contributors be there, and like even the way I don't know if you won't even want to talk about that, but like
let's talk about it.
I'm gonna let you talk about it because this was your party, but seeing the way he pivoted and stayed on his course during this album listening party just showed me like, well, there's a will, that's a way. You know what I'm saying? So you can share kind of how that was.
Now, you actually said something that night that was very profound. You was like, when everything was going on, you was like, if there was ever a time to live by your motto, it would be tonight.
Yeah.
Which, exactly. Stay the course. You know, if you was ever to exemplify that, tonight would be the perfect night.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So basically...
Damn, I said that?
Yeah.
I did
see,
good.
They didn't even... I said 100. But, you know, to be frank, because I made a promise to myself, I ain't saving nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't slandering nobody, but I ain't saving nobody, because I feel like one thing I had noticed when doing, like, deep work, the only people benefit from politically correct answers are people that don't really have upstanding morals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, if you don't, I don't care about a politically correct answer from somebody else, because I know that even if I did something that you didn't like, you could come to me and have a conversation about it.
Yeah,
I could be accountable. I could pivot. And for them, and honestly, I'm not trying to do nothing to, you know what I'm saying, that's like out of integrity. So, you know, truth be told, you know, I had a DJ for the night. I had a whole presentation. And, you know, basically the contributors for the presentation didn't show up.
Yeah.
The DJ, no call, no show. DJ Jallo.
You get fired for shit like that, boy.
Yeah. And he no call, no show. Definitely was disappointed in that, because that's somebody that I kind of like, you know, had some past history with. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And definitely talked to the host, somebody that I worked with. They actually had some real stuff going on.
Yeah.
But either way, the presentation, I'm big on presentation. If you know me, you know, like, I don't like to really just cut corners when it comes to this music, or when it comes to like how I present myself or anything. So I was left with people showing up to a listening party, a whole presentation, itinerary written out, everything sent out, all that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm texting the DJ Jallo, I'm texting them, you know what I'm saying, like, what's going on? I text them like a week before. I'm calling them, hitting them up, you know, I'm just not getting nothing. The other people, my people from Houston Media Exposure, they was actually like flooded in. You know what I'm saying? Like they had.
I remember it did rain that day.
Yeah, they had some real stuff going on, and they actually did get back to me, but DJ Jallo never got back to me. So, you know, I was left with people coming in, you know, shout out Kia from Cold Black. Because as people was flooding in and I'm pivoting and everything, you know, she put her PR hat on real quick and was like, hey, you know, you want to close the door real quick? And then her closing the door was it gave me the ability to kind of just think without thinking about who's coming in.
Yeah.
And try to like pivot or whatever. Shout out, I have to have a big shout out to you, big shout out to Stocks, big shout out to Harps, big shout out to Mr. 96 and my bro T.
Yeah.
Once that all went down, everybody hopped on the line and was like, we gotta get a DJ here ASAP. Everybody tapped into their network. I tapped into my network, everything. Everybody like, we got to get somebody here. This is important. Nobody looked at it like it was, and that's the importance of community as well. nobody looked at it like, oh, this Buddie Roe problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, nah, this our boy. This got to be a good thing, you know what I'm saying? And so it went from it being a whole presentation and everything with interviews, all of this different stuff, to basically me just being solo, you know, for the better part of the album listening party up there, you know, just talking through the album. But, you know, I think it reflected what the album actually meant.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
with you actually being the one that has to show up for yourself, no matter if people are showing up for you or not, and then also appreciating the people that actually are showing up for you.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It was beautiful to see, like, you know, like the intro, State of Course come on, and you sitting up there in the chair by yourself. Like that image was striking. Like, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a man on a mission. It looked like a man on his course. And just seeing you, like, man, like, that's my first time seeing you mad. Yeah. You feel me? So I'm like, he's not happy about bro not showing up. So, but yeah, like I said, you didn't give up. By the time I got there, you had a DJ already.
Yeah. Shout out DJ Tyson.
Man, shout out to bro. He said he'd be at the after hours every night. So y'all pull up on that boy. But yeah, like seeing Buddie Roe up there in that chair by himself as this song, I love that. That's like my favorite song of yours is out. Yeah. And seeing you like let that song play and you up there just kind of, I could see you meditating and taking it in and kind of having your epiphany in the moment. Like, damn, like, I'm warning you, it's a lonely road.
Yeah.
Only you can see traces of gold. Like, I get chills every time I hear that bar, bro, but I watched you live that bar. You know what I'm saying? In front of your people. And watch the crowd, the room blow up after every song. Like, and I'm like, man, like, this what it looked like to persevere, to believe in yourself no matter what, to pick up the pieces when some crumble, because that could have been a rough night. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But I had a ball, I had a good time, seen some good people, heard great music. The food was great. Shout out to bro who did the food.
Smokehouse Barbecue.
Shout out Smokehouse Barbecue. It went great, bro. Proper was great. Everything, bro. Like I think the album was received well. As I knew it would be, but the fact that you didn't let nothing stop you from presenting your art the way it deserved to be presented, I tip my hat to that for sure.
100, appreciate it, man. I appreciate you being there, contributing to the project, contributing to the night, you know, in my career, bro. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, likewise, bro. Like I said, I ain't gonna sharpen iron, bro, and we gotten pretty sharp. You know what I'm saying?
For sure iron.
For sure. With that being said, I lost the question. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, yeah. I want to ask this question before we got out of here. I think that's I don't think we've answered this one. Can you talk about a time you felt disconnected from your art?
Ooh.
And I'm going to wait till you answer to get a second part.
Since we being honest, before I ended my contract with Reading with a Rapper, like, I feel like I was definitely disconnected from my art at that point. And I wasn't doing it I was losing track of what I started doing it for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And allowing people's ideas of what we could do together kind of like guide that versus, no, what did you set out to do? Yeah. Forget what they saying we can do together. Forget all of the other stuff because that's what get people off track. Like sometimes you have to revisit the very, very basics of why did I start doing this? And it don't matter if they understand it. It don't matter if people on the outside understand it. It don't matter. None of that matters. The only thing that matters, because the only thing that's been blessing you ever since you started has been your reason why. Yeah. Your purpose. That's the only thing that's been blessing you. So it's like, do you want to give people or a situation that much control over you as a person? Or do you want to put that power back in your hands and in the hands of the Most High who actually gave you the purpose? Yeah. So I think that, for sure, I had a good probably 2 years where I was disconnected from the music, and I think it showed in my personal life. Yeah. You know, I got a bar on this album where I was like, it was really honest because I don't think people really talk about it, but I was like, gained weight because of stress eating. Who checked on me? Yeah. I don't think people really talk about stuff like that. Yeah, we talk about mental health, but what about the reactions? Like, what specific thing is happening? Yeah, how it shows up in the physical. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is it showing up? And I had realized in that season, that's how I was showing up, man. I had looked in the mirror. I was like, hold on, bro. Like, I'm not only disconnected from my music, I'm disconnected from my body. You know what I'm saying? Man. And then it's like, you know, I had to start just digging and just uncovering like what's going on and all that. And, man, I had got all the way up to like 243, 244, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when I really just start like digging deeper and uncovering like why do I feel like this?
Yeah.
Why am I not as passionate about or wasn't as passionate about music? And you know what I'm saying? All of the different things. And so, yeah, like, facts. I've definitely been disconnected from the music.
You said you was. The next part of the question is what brought you back?
Man, the same thing that's always going to bring me back. Understanding Avenue Align.
Yeah.
This is my purpose. I got the opportunity to go try out for a basketball team in China when I was like 20. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even second guess. I didn't even think about it. I was like, no. Because people have come up to me crying from the music that I've done.
Yeah.
Saying that it changed them and all different things. So I've never had that experience in basketball ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't drop 30. I didn't hit game winners. You know what I'm saying? All that. Never have I ever made somebody cry from basketball. So I think you got to really like lean into, I always call it like your North Star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lean into your North Star and understand like, okay, how would my life actually be if I wasn't doing this?
Yeah.
Would I really be fulfilled and everything? And so I think that's what it was, just returning back to my purpose and understanding that this is my purpose outside of whatever entity you're doing it with, outside of whatever objective is attached to it. It's your purpose to do music because you could really be here just to affect the life of 10 people.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then you should be okay with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Man. Very real, bro. Look, I'm thinking about my answer to this question. I'm like, damn, do I want to cry during this interview? You feel me? But
it'll definitely be a clip.
Man, like, because what the one time I really was disconnected from the music was losing my dad.
Yeah.
And, man, like, I had been, like, all of 2020, I've been working on my first album and finished recording it, got it together. Went through so many changes that year. Like, I used to be part of a group. I left the group. I left the job I was at. I ended the relationship I was in at the time. Like, everything changed. A global pandemic was happening. Yeah. Like, so I'm finishing this first album. I'm excited about it. I'm thinking I'm finna change my life, all this. I was planning to drop the album in July of 2021. My pops passed beginning of June. Yeah. Like, the day we filming, it's like earlier this week, it was like the 5th anniversary. Yeah. And so, like, I ain't never felt more like, fuck this than after I lost my dad. Like, and, yeah, like I was gonna stop, like, for real. Like, I don't really, like, it was a multitude of things that kind of kept me going, but like I really almost stopped rapping. But like the album was already done, and I know he wouldn't have wanted me to stop. Sure. So I'm like, I can't stop. Man, my manager flew me to LA for the first time, so I think getting away for a little bit helped a lot. Yeah. I told him recently, like, man, that was like the first like major move you made for me, like flying me to LA. Like, really, you doing it as a friend, but that kept my career going. You wouldn't have had nobody to manage. You would have to find somebody else. I would have been done. Yeah. But, like, going out there, I took a hike. I did a lot of things, but one thing I did was take a hike. I never really took no hike in the actual mountain before, and I felt closer to my pops because I felt like I was in the sky. Yeah. Even that was my first time flying too. I never flew.
Oh, okay.
I never flew. My pops was a truck driver, and he drove all 48 states in the land. Yeah. He never flew. Yeah. And so, like, because he never done it, Mama had never did it. I had never done it either. They wasn't traveling much. I hadn't really traveled. I only drove to a few different cities. So that first flight, that first hike, all that shit kind of brought me back. And me deciding to go and put the album out, it did end up changing my life. It was like the beginning. It was like a first domino type shit. But like, yeah, losing him was definitely like, cause even though I put the album out, I thank God it was already done. Yeah. Cause man, I didn't write for a long time after that. Like, I didn't realize I was depressed before he had passed. Yeah. So when he died, I went deeper. Yeah. And so I hadn't been writing all of 2021. And I didn't write again until I got to the camp in Miami. Yeah. And I wasn't prepared. That's why I didn't get a sing placement. And I did end up writing some good stuff.
What camp?
It was a camp radio for Issa Rae. That was the first camp for they show rap shit. Yeah. And I made some really good connections I still have to this day from there. And I definitely learned a lot. It kind of changed my trajectory. I changed my whole writing style. I used to write only in my head. Yeah. Like everything. I was big Jay-Z, big Wayne fan. Everything was in my head. And I went, say, like damn near a year without writing. Like nothing. Yeah. No features, nothing. So going to that camp, I'm trying to write in my head. I'm too slow. Like these people with publishing deals, record deals, these professional songwriters. Yeah. Like I wasn't like that yet. Yeah. And it took a lot to like humble myself and realize that. But I started typing my lyrics down. That's kind of how I've been doing ever since. Yeah. But I didn't start back writing until that next year. And these songs I wrote around that time that are about to come out soon, which is just crazy how it go. Yeah. And man, like to tie it in with you, I remember pulling up to the studio with you, I think, to record Victor Shepard. Mm-hmm. That was my first time meeting your pops. Oh, yeah. And, like, seeing you had that relationship with your dad, it, like, warmed my heart, bro. Like, it's beautiful seeing him be involved and, like, and you so true to, like, me as a friend. Like, he knew who I was when he met me. He knew my music and everything, bro. And, like, getting to rap in front of him and in front of your wife and your kids. And it's like when I went to the Blooms joint, like your whole family was tapping in with me. I'm like, bro, this nigga really fucked with me. Like I knew you did, but I got to like see it in the physical, bro. So like that's why I think I'm so community based now, because I always was like that was always something that mattered, but I wasn't intentional about it before that. Yeah. But losing the man in my life, like showed me like because I instantly jumped into a position of being that for so many other people. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I got to be so strong. And that's going back to the very first question about learning how to love myself and trust myself and take care of myself first. Yeah. That's how I balance. Yeah. But, like, the community means so much to me now because, like, I didn't realize what I had until I lost a big piece of it. Yeah. And so that was a big disconnect. But if you look at Last Name First, my next album, Bingham, it's giving me the material to tell my story and inspire others, which go back to the authenticity question. Because, the avenue aligned to all that. Like, because it just, I get to tell people what I've been through, and they get to, like, you talk about people crying for your music. Man, I got a song on my next album where I literally cry recording it. Yeah. And, like, it's people who I played it for it's people who've lost their dad that feel a way about it. It's people who still had a dad, not as close to him, and want to get closer to him because they heard the song. And it's like, if the only impact of that song is to show people they should value their people, then if it's only, like I said, 10 people, that shit means something. Yeah. And them 10 people, who knows what they do with it and how far it go. But it ain't for me to control, it's just for me to present. No, and
it's impactful just to like bring it, home real quick. I don't know if I might have texted you this, but like, in a public sense, people don't know, man, a couple like years, my dad was kind of dealing with some health issues, some serious ones. And, he's a big fan of yours.
Absolutely. Salute your pops, man. I love both of your parents, man, for real. For sure.
And they love you too. And when we played the song from Bingham, like, cause he was like, man, play it with your pops. Yeah. Man, the first couple words, he was like, turn it off, bro. He was like, turn it off. He was like, I can't listen to this right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, just because, people don't even know that. We didn't have our own highs and lows in these last couple years, you know what I'm saying? And with his health and unsurety and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's it's really heavy, but it's really helpful. Yeah. It's heavy, but it's helpful. And I think that's what we do it for. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely like the why. Yeah. At the end of the day. So I'm grateful to, like, if I'm the soundtrack of that moment for people, then I'm grateful to be that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
my advice to anybody, watching, I would say to try to, just so I could divvy off the path just a little bit, because I always say stay the course. That's the motto. That's what I live by. That's always going to be my advice. Stay the course, because if you keep living, then you going to figure out what you're supposed to do one way or another. Time and chance happens to all men, so you just got to keep on living until the time and the chance come. But actually, nah, I'm not going to divvy. Stay the course. That's the message. Stay the course.
Man, I always say, stuff be cliche, because it's always true.
Yeah.
It became cliche because it got said so many times because it's always applicable. So, you don't have to divvy off you stay in the course. What's better than that, bro?
Facts.
And for me, my advice is going to be, my name is Godbody Bingo, obviously. My name is Godbody Bingo because I believe that God is in me. Yeah. I believe God is in all of us. Mm-hmm. And so with that being said, my advice is to trust yourself because the intuition you're feeling is directly from God. And you know what you're doing. You know what you want. You know what's coming for you, whether you know it or not. And I've been through situations where I was waiting on somebody else's advice or guidance. But at the end of the day, I knew what I was doing. And I don't care what your status is, what you've done, how much money you got. Just because you have X, Y, Z don't mean you know what's right for me. And I'm a grown-ass man at the end of the day. And so I'm connected to God. I'm connected to my community. And I know what my path is kind of lining up with you. I know what my avenue should be. So trust yourself as you walk that path because you know what you need and you know what you should be doing. So, like, my advice damn near is don't take no advice. Like, you know what's right and what's wrong. Like, if it don't hit right, I don't care who tell you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it.
A word from me to my future self. Congratulations.
I don't want to just steal his, but it feel very. My word to my future self from now is thank you. I'm thanking myself for doing what I got to do now to get what I'm gonna have in the future.
My name is Buddie Roe. That's Buddie Roe 7100 on social media. BUDDIEROE 7100 on YouTube. Buddie Roe X Avenue A.
Again, I'm Godbody Bingo. It's spelled just how it sounds. All my social media is at Godbody Bingo. No underscores, no numbers, no none of that. No disrespect to your numbers, that's your hood. My website is godbodybingo.com. On all DSPs, it's Godbody Bingo, space in between these words. And praise.
Praise.